area operator notices a bubble leak on a pressure gauge on an instrument pipe. She tries to stop the leak by tightening the pipe connection. The operator holds one hand around the pipe connection while she applies pressure, but the connection twists and the leak gets bigger. The gas pressure is great, in fact, more than 150 bar. The risk of explosion is also great. This is not the first time there has been a gas leak. And if we don't learn from our mistakes, it will probably not be the last. There has been a similar incident in the same company before, but during the investigation of this most recent incident, none of those interviewed mentioned the previous incident. The reason we investigate incidents is to learn. Transferring experience is our investment in future safety. The actuating factor for this gas leak is that work was being conducted without planning, a work permit, or a safe job analysis. We never work on pressurized equipment without necessary permissions. Often, small, unplanned jobs are the cause of hazardous situations or accidents. Have you thought about that? I'm just gonna. Small, unplanned, apparently simple jobs are often the cause of accidents or incidents that could have been avoided if we had followed the system and planned the job, and if we had a work permit or had performed a safe job analysis. There is no such thing as just gonna. We must always think before we do a job. But not all jobs require a work permit. Are you 100% sure when a job requires a work permit? If you are uncertain about when a job requires a work permit, you are in the same boat as a lot of people. One rule of thumb is that we must have a work permit and safe job analysis, as well as have conferred with the central control room before we start working on pressurized systems. And are you just as certain about when a job doesn't need a work permit? If you are in doubt, it is important that you stop, think, plan, and preferably ask. A job requires a work permit when it entails work where normal barriers are taken out of service without compensatory measures in place. It is important that those who are going to do a job are aware of any incidents related to similar jobs and that they keep these experiences in mind. Do we have a common overview of incidents and their causes? Does this documentation show the measures that should have been implemented? Do we use the documentation? Is it good enough? And is it easily accessible? The questions we ask are, what should have been done? How can we keep this incident from happening again? In the first place, the job should have been planned. Then, the job should have been started. A natural start would have been a phone call to the control room. This could have resulted in an overview or procedures for the job. The next step is to evaluate the job. You should think through what you did and evaluate results. Did the job go as planned? Finally, you should evaluate recommendations for necessary improvement initiatives in order to improve safety or simplify work operations. There will always be elements of estimation in all types of work operations. But it is crucial that, the riskier your job is, the more you think before you embark on your tasks. But what do you do if you are in doubt about how hazardous a job is? If you are in doubt, you should always check if the job requires a work permit or job analysis. If you are in doubt as to whether you are capable of completing the assignment, you should not start the job alone. A lack of competence or a lack of respect for the job can lead to accidents or unwanted incidents. This example incident shows that those involved were not aware of the experiences gained from a previous incident. You are responsible for working safely and learning from the experiences we gain. Transferring experience is our investment in future safety.